Hello, and welcome to another episode of It's the Arts. Wait a minute! That's not right! It's time for Cooking with Dr. Gool! Alright kids, today's episode we're gonna be making Dr. Gool's special. Super fantastic, crazy as all get out, possibly illegal, full meal ramen! Okay, now let's go over what it's gonna take to put this masterpiece together, man. Now we're gonna start off with 2 packs of ramen noodles. Now you notice those little silver envelopes full of powder they claim is flavored are absent. Pull those things out of the package and throw them away. You're gonna need some beef base. Now you can use this stuff or you can use the little square things, it doesn't matter. As long as you got some beef base going on. Gonna use about 1/3 cup each of peas and carrot sticks, a little bitty carrot sticks, gotta love that. About 1 cup of broccoli. I say about, okay? You're not baking a cake here. However much you want is pretty much what you're gonna put in there. 3 or 4 green onions, or scallions if you're from up north. We need a teaspoon of minced garlic, give or take. We need some light soy sauce. I say some because we'll call it a dash, we'll call it a lidful, we'll call it some. About 1/4 teaspoon each of onion powder, black pepper, and Cajun or Creole seasoning. And to top it off, a piece of ridiculously expensive meat. Now you're gonna put all this together and you're gonna be bringing to life one of the greatest dishes known to man. Now you can see here, I've trimmed off all the excess fat. We're saving that for our beef stock, man. So hold it off to the side. Now always make sure your knife is sharp. You will get cut faster with a dull knife than with a sharp knife. Nod, see, there you go. Invest in a butcher steel. It'll be well worth the money and it'll keep your blade nice and sharp. Now cut in a way that you're comfortable with, man. Don't try to imitate some TV chef. You just go up to the meat and slice nice and smooth across. Quiet as a zombie shuffle, man. Just nice and smooth. If you hear it clink and clink and clink, then we've got a problem. That means your knife is dull. All right, now here's where the fun stuff begins. Take a little cap full of oil, pour it in there, because that's going to help hold all of that seasoning into place, all right? Now you take your big heaping crazy teaspoonful of garlic, you toss that in there, lots of garlic. Dr. Gool likes him some garlic, man. And you take your other seasonings, you pour them right in there, and then you stir it all about, man. You get it all coated up. And you want every little piece in there to have some seasoning on it before you throw it into that nice, toasty, sizzling frying pan, man. Now look at that. Isn't that great? Everything in there nice and covered up, nice and full of flavor. Now it's ready to go in the pan. All right. Here we are at the sizzling hot pan. We throw our beef in there. Look at that. Listen to that sound. That's what we want to hear, man. That's what we want to hear. Then you stir up the beef. Get it browned all there. Look at that. I wish you could smell this, man. It's the kind of stuff that makes you want to just tear right up. That's how good this smells. If somebody was to walk in your house right now, they'd look at you and go, holy crap, man, that smells really, really good. Did Dr. Gool show you how to do that? And you just smile, and you look at him and you say, well, yeah, Dr. Gool did do that for me. Now you hit it with a little bit of soy sauce. You turn your heat down, and you cover it, and you just let that cook for a while. Okay, now while that beef is sizzling and browning and cooking through, you get this water and you bring it to a nice light boil. Ooh, look at that little steam. Don't put your hand in that, it'll burn it. Pull it back, pull it back. And we put a couple of tablespoons of that fine beef base in there. Look at that, just melts right off of there. There we go. Get that in there, get it stirred up. Make that water nice and beefy. There we go. 2 tablespoons will be plenty. We've got no more than maybe 3 cups of water in here, give or take. There we go. Good enough. And then we take all that excess fat that we talked about and we put that in with the beef broth. Now we bring that stuff right back to a boil. We turn it down and let it simmer. Now you let that simmer for a long time, definitely till that beef is completely done. That way it'll be ready to get as much flavor into it and you can cook your ramen in that. So hang out and we'll see how that goes. Hey, look at that, man. Isn't that awesome? Nice and dark, full of flavor. And boy, I wish you could smell it because it smells like happiness in a pan. Now we put those green onion slash scallions in there. Look at that, look at that. That is a nice green. There we go, stir it up. You know, get that heat back up a little bit. Get that till you start to smell those bad boys cooking. When you can smell them, there we go. See those wilt just a little bit? Just a tiny bit. It don't take but a minute or so. There we are. Now once that onion's had a minute to smell nice and good, you take those peas and carrots, you slap those on top of them, stir that in there. There we go. There we go. Nice, got it all spread out. Then what we do, we cover it again. Yeah, I know, we did that a minute ago. We turn the heat back down and we at least let it set for just a couple of minutes because that's all you're going to want. You don't want things to get too soft. So hang out a second, we'll see what's next. All right, we've had a couple minutes for that to finish simmering. There we go. Look at that. Nice and done. This stuff is almost ready. Now what we got to do now, we take that last bit of broccoli, we throw that across the top. Now broccoli cooks really freaking fast, man. So what do? With that little bit of steam that's still in there, you cover it up. You go up here, guess what? You shut it off. And you leave this simmer for 1 minute. Not 1 second more. Okay, now there's our beef broth. Now I've taken a slotted spoon and I've fished out that beef fat. So what we do now, we set our ramen in there. You take that slotted spoon, push it down, make sure it's nice and covered. Well, covered as it's gonna get, kids. You put that lid back on there, and we let it cook. Now you let that ramen cook. Ramen cooks pretty fast. It only takes a couple minutes, man. And if anybody's ever been poor or been a student, they know exactly how long ramen takes to cook. So give that a couple minutes, it'll start to separate, and you'll be good to go. Your ramen's in there and you can start to stir it up just a little bit. You take an egg, an ingredient I seem to have forgotten to mention earlier. You drop that right in there. Don't say ooh. And you just start to toss that bad boy. And the steam and the heat from the noodles and the beef We'll cook that egg right up. Now, there we go. Now I'm going to dish this up, and you can see what it's going to look like for your meal. All right, kids, and that's how you make it. Ooh, smell that. Oh, seriously, smell it. A little closer. Get a little closer. Feel a little stupid, don't you? But this, my friends, is Dr. Gool's. Totally amazing, crazy as all get out, possibly illegal, full meal ramen. Ramen.